We all have football names here in the Footbolero store. Messi, Ronaldo, Pele, Maradona, Kempes, you name it. However, there are so many distinctive names in the footballing world, but what about some of those players that you never heard of? Some players who were literally coined the term "you fake it till you make it," and this episode of my top 10 will be about top 4 football frauds of all time. We're going to talk about a football player who went from club to club and accused of all of his crimes. We even got a football player who is inexistent, and of course the famous footballers that you already knew and you already knew from Brazil. And what better way to do it than to do it now? Because buckle up, this top 4 will be a doozy. This is
Listahan Bolero.
This number 4 is pretty much the latest one, and I know this will bring some intrigue and everything. So, with that being said, I'm gonna do this number 4. Bernie, or Bernie Verhagen, is a 25-year-old Dutchman who is going to be a promising young talent like Kylian Mbappe, Jadon Sancho, and Erling Braut Haaland. Well, for the wrong reason. Verhagen claimed that he played for FC Dinamo Otto Tiraspol from Moldova, Cape Town City from Africa, and finally Audax Italiano from Chile. However, all of his claims have been denied. Both officials and coaches from that said club never heard of the guy until he then signs for the Danish side Viborg FF in his first session. The club, he didn't look like much of a footballer, but then they grew very suspicious about the guy. I can already tell this white lie that this kid is putting up to this. Well, Viborg took action and filed a criminal complaint against Verhagen, the likes of alleging fraud, document forgery, and identity theft, which is a shocker for this magnitude. However, a reliable news source from Reuters, told by a local prosecutor, told the press that he has been arrested due to suspicion of sexual assault to his girlfriend, robbery, and threatening witnesses. I can already imagine him putting a gun on the head of every officials and coaches whenever he signs a club. That is crazy. What was he thinking? But Verhagen denied all the charges against him, but didn't comment on his fraud accusations. Crazy motherfucker. The third one is pretty much the crazy one than Verhagen. Well, not too crazy. In 2012, Adelaide United manager John Cosmina got a hot tip from an agent, Lou Nessie, about a certain American goes by the name of Dexter Rosales, who played for Ajax, which is my favorite club, River Plate, which is the team I don't like, and Valencia as well. Rosales had a Wikipedia page, a Twitter account, and of course a story about him from the Associated Press. Very fancy. Which claimed to have quotes then Ajax manager Frank de Boer. Ooh, that is so juicy. They showed a highlight reel doing rounds of him. However, it's not even Dexter, which turned out to be a former Ajax and River Plate midfielder. That is not Dexter, it's Mauro Rosales. That ain't Dexter. Cosmina thought he had nothing to lose. Quote, their pedigree is good and we've got to cast some players the net far and wide, so they'll come here and do a trial and we'll have to look at them. Sadly, it was too good to be true. The fictional footballer never showed up and Kuzmina was left red-faced. However, there's also that guy who also named Dexter Rosales, but it's not Rosales, it's Rosa, which is a disc jockey and an entertainer from a nightclub in Florida, which he has a dream also wants to become a footballer. Yeah, good luck on making a dream on bull every club that you ever sign. Good luck with that.
Ali Diaz.
Number 2 is pretty much the classic fraudulent story. Former Southampton manager Graham Souness thought he found a golden boy of an opportunity, but it turned out to be fool's gold. Senegalese striker Alidia rocked up purporting to be a cousin of a AC Milan legend, George Weah. Souness got a phone call from that said Weah, was all that Souness needed, and signed a striker who will feature in a Premier League match against Leeds in 1996. Well, Leeds is also my favorite club, and 1996 is also the year I was born. Southampton legend Matt Legod Letitia brutally roasts Diaz's 53rd minute cameo, then quote, "He ran around the pitch like Bambi on ice. It was embarrassing." This was Diaz's only appearance for Southampton, and remember that phone call from that said Weah? Well, it turned out to be one of his friends from the university. Are you trying to crank call Souness like this? Don't even fool by the Scotsman right here.
Carlos Kaiser.
And now, the juicy tale. The tale that is old as time. The story of Carlos Kaiser. Carlos Henrique Raposo, which is his full name. His parents call him Kaiser due to his idolize of German Bayern Munich player Franz Beckenbauer. But Kaiser was on the books of at 10 clubs from Brazil, Mexico, and even France. Well, his dream wanted to become a football player, a dream to be like Franz Beckenbauer on his heyday. Well, in his youth and senior career, is him faking an injury and to get a pay rise, go to nightclubs every night, drink booze, women, and that's about it. That's about it, really. He even made friends with famous players like Carlos Alberto and even journalists as well to publish all of his made-up stories in his time and his youth and senior career. Well, his time in his youth and senior career weren't that really great. Why? Because sucks, that's why. Well, in 1992 or 1993, Carlos Kaiser officially retired. If I mean officially retired his career in 1993. He made appearances on TVs in Brazil. He now owns a gym, and hell, he even made a Netflix about him. They even made a movie of his so-called life as a footballer. And that is why I tipped Carlos Kaiser number 1 on my top 4 football frauds of all time. Well, thank you guys so much for watching my top 10, now called Listahan Bolero. I could have done this without you guys, and it really means a lot to me. Without being said, also give a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to notify all of my videos I'll be looking up very soon, and don't forget to comment what do you think, who is your top 4 or maybe top 5 football frauds in football history. So let me know in the comments down below. So I will talk to you soon. Bye.